Hello guys, welcome back, konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update on Canopy Growth, ticker CGC. Yo guys, we coming now here to a price range where we could see a technical reaction. This is guys dilution versus short squeeze. I'm very honest with you. I will give you here my chart prediction, my analysis. I am bullish on Canopy Growth, but when the company does not stop to dilute the stock, guys, a short squeeze chance will get lower and lower. So that's why we have to talk about the algo levels here, where we could expect a short squeeze reaction, and of course we have to talk about the actual dilution situation for Canopy Growth. Everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. This is my opinion based on the chart. So okay guys, before we start with the chart setup here for Canopy Growth, we can see that since we had this nice algo squeeze here of 57%, the price came back down and we have a new all-time low trading now here at $1.75. Canopy Growth has short squeeze potential, guys. I would not say that if I don't think that, and of course I will explain you technically why, but I also want to show you that we have a lot of other short squeeze plays in the market with high squeeze potential. My main mission here is of course to educate you in trading, but I also try to predict short squeezes here in the market. So what I just did, what happened this week, guys, we had here a 709% short squeeze after an algo shakeout here. That was one of my Patreon swing trade alerts. Also the algo zone, which I calculated here, has been pierced, guys. The stock squeezed even higher, but that was the purpose here of the squeeze, to go back to this algo landing zone. I will also explain that here for Canopy Growth. And just a few days before, we also had here again a 797% short squeeze, also one of my Patreon swing trade alerts. I always post here swing trades and my so-called hot stocks on Patreon. These tickers here, guys, have high squeeze potential, and I expect them to squeeze in the very few next days. Just today, I released a brand new update ticker, also one of my hot stocks, which has the chance to squeeze right now, also in the range of 800%. If you want to see those hidden short squeeze plays, guys, you can join here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You get a lot of benefits here, and if you also want to become a part of our trading community, please click here the info card in the corner to get access to the Patreon member link. So guys, let's start now with Canopy Growth. Bad news first, right? Let's start first with the bad news. So when you see something like that happen, I will enable the drawings here, of course, in a second. But when we see something like this happening here, when we have a nice algo reaction with huge volume and then the stock is coming down, that can have just two reasons, guys. First, the algos work with technical issued shares, naked shorts, call it whatever you want, synthetic shares, or guys, and that is the worst case scenario, the company is diluting the stock. Canopy Growth announced dilution. We have now here a short interest of just 6% of the float, which means 9.5 million shares are short. But the more interesting part is the actual float. And yes, guys, we have dilution for Canopy Growth. The float has been increased from 122 million shares now to 146 million shares. So that means they are diluting the stock, and this is the reason why the short interest is now lower. Before we had 7.6%, now it's just 6.4%. That is not because short sellers covered. You can see they increased their short positions here by 200,000 shares. There's not too much, but that is the situation which we have right now, guys. So that is still okay. The float is not too big, but if Canopy Growth doesn't stop the dilution, guys, a squeeze can always happen, but the chance is getting lower and lower and lower the bigger the float gets, guys. It's simple like that. So, but what we see here is that we had here two volume spikes 2 days in a row. We gapped up. I mentioned that already in my previous videos. When you gap up, guys, that is not good. I don't like that. Of course, the stock comes back down and close these gaps, and that is what happened. And unfortunately, we have now new all-time lows. The good news is, guys, or the good news are that we are trading now here on our macro trend line. So I think everybody knows that. You don't need to be a chart expert here to see that, guys. This is really very visible in the chart that we have this algo support trend line for Canopy Growth. Everybody can see that by simply watching the chart. If you also, of course, guys, want to get an own chart program, everything what you see here is called TradingView. This is the chart program what I use for all my videos and all my trades. You can, of course, duplicate here what I'm doing if you want the short squeeze trigger zones, the support zones, and so on. If you want to learn trading, guys, if you know, a lot of people just gambling in the market, don't know what they do. If you really want to learn trading, you need to understand where the algos are waiting, and therefore I'm always using TradingView, not only here for my videos, also for my own trades. I can offer you here a $15 discount link on the premium tier from TradingView. If you want to get that program, guys, please click here, the info card in the corner, to get access to the special TradingView discount link. So as I said, guys, this is here the support zone. That would be very easy, of course, if we just start to see a short squeeze now. I mean, the volume spike is there, that looks good. We have open gaps in the chart as well. So yes, I'm bullish on Canopy Growth. Technically, the stock has a lot of potential to squeeze. The first resistance zone, or I would not say call it a resistance zone, I would even call it a squeeze trigger zone, is $3.92. So if Canopy Growth can come back over $3.92, guys, then we have a very good chance to at least squeeze back here to $5.30, since we have some open gaps and also here a golden pocket which has not been filled yet. We have, of course, a lot of other open issues here in the chart. So I will now switch here to the micro chart for you guys, that you can see that all these green lines here which you see are open gaps. This is here the short squeeze trigger zone, and all these green lines are open gaps. So technically we have the chance to at least, in my opinion, come back here between $5, $6.37, and in my opinion the best case scenario before we see a massive short squeeze is $8.34. Everything here in this range is not a big short squeeze. This is an algo squeeze, guys, which is just settling failed to delivers and stuff like that. And if we squeeze out of this trend channel pattern here, guys, that means the price over $8.34. This is the moment where we could expect here a huge short squeeze for Canopy Growth. So the main question is the price in, guys? Yeah, based on this simple trend line here, yes, the bottom is in. We could start to squeeze right now. In my opinion, of course it's possible, but it's a little bit too easy. So I think we need to see here a bigger shakeout before we can make a squeeze happen. Why do I think that? Because this spike here which we had was not strong enough. The volume was good, has been good, but if we want to break the bearish algos, which are clearly in control of the price, how we can see that, guys? Yeah, usually I don't need here indicators to see that, but when we see where Canopy Growth gets rejected here, this purple EMA line is a very strong resistance, and you can see we retested it and dropped massively. Maybe that goes hand in hand with the dilution, yes, but this is what we have right now. So what I expect, guys, this is my trading strategy, not financial advice. If I'm a market maker, I want that this ticker starts bleeding. I want to shake out retail investors out of their position. I want to create drama. I want to create something like that, right? These really hard short leather attacks here where the price is just coming down. In my opinion, yeah, when we have this micro trend channel pattern, not the macro trend channel pattern. From the macro trend channel pattern, we already here at the bottom, so that's why we could squeeze right now. But in my opinion, especially with the information that we have dilution, I want to see Canopy Growth coming down a little bit more here in the $1.20 range and lower. I calculated for you something like a squeeze date window where a potential short squeeze could happen. As I said, it can happen at any day, but I just, combine the signals, combine the technicals. The RSI is good, but we need one more thing to happen here. Not perfect yet, and that's why I think a shakeout would be very good, not for everybody who is invested, guys. I'm not happy when you lose your money. It's just here about the perfect momentum for a potential buy-in. And of course, just if they don't dilute the stock more. That's why I think something here between $1.20, guys, and the $1 price range, maybe even here 80 cents, it could be in the 80-cent range here, is a very potential buy-in price level here for Canopy Growth, not financial advice. And here in February, guys, we could already see here a short squeeze to happen. You can see here this yellow box is the calculated squeeze date range for Canopy Growth, where I personally expect something to happen. And I just have to repeat it again, if they don't dilute the stock, guys. This is very important. Guys, that is my quick and dirty update for Canopy Growth. If you don't want to miss any updates on CGC or my other short squeeze plays, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to check out here our latest short squeeze plays on Patreon. I wish you nothing but the best. All the best with Canopy Growth, and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.